Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best gaming phones.
Starting at number 5.
iPhone 15. If you don't want to pay iPhone 15 Pro Max or Galaxy S23 Ultra prices, the iPhone 15 provides quite a lot of the same features, but for several $100s less. It's frustrating to see features like the display refresh rate remain the same, but this is still a great phone for all but the most demanding users. Cameras. With the addition of a 48MP camera, Apple's unlocked a lot of photography potential in the iPhone 15. It can now take more detailed 24MP shots rather than the 12MP standard of previous iPhones. It can now also use a lossless 2x zoom mode without needing a telephoto camera too, which helps bridge the gap between itself and the Pro models. Performance. The A16 Bionic chipset within the iPhone 15 is still potent, and still beats the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 powered Android phones on many benchmarks. From multitasking to graphically intense games, the iPhone 15 can handle just about anything. Battery life. Apple's larger iPhones have more room for bigger batteries, but the iPhone 15 still lasts over 11 hours on a single charge. Charging is pretty slow though, with 20W wired speeds still in place from older models. Value for money. The $799 starting price of the iPhone 15 is still a considerable amount of money, but considering an iPhone 15 Pro starts at $999, it's still good value in Apple world.
Coming at number 4.
Google Pixel 8 Pro. The Pixel 8 Pro shows off the power of artificial intelligence in a mobile device. The Google Assistant is both smarter and more human-sounding, and features like Magic Editor and Magic Audio Eraser impress. Though it costs more than before, it's still a standout phone. Cameras. Every camera in the Pixel 8 Pro's rear camera array gets an upgrade, particularly the ultra-wide lens, which now uses a 48MP sensor. But it's the photo processing features that help this phone stand out, as Google uses AI to make your pictures look their best. We like how Best Take can improve group shots and how Magic Audio Eraser easily removes unwanted sounds from videos. Performance. The Tensor G3 chip helps the Pixel 8 Pro turn in better benchmark times. But it still can't keep up with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 silicon found in other leading Android phones, let alone the A17 Pro that powers the latest iPhone Pro models.
At number 3.
Google Pixel 7a. The Google Pixel 7a continues Google's tradition of producing very capable mid-range phones that excel at mobile photography. This time, though, the Pixel 7a offers premium features like a fast refreshing display, normally found in pricier handsets. Cameras. Google has gone big with the Pixel 7a cameras, turning to a 64MP sensor that's physically larger than the 12.2MP shooter in the Pixel 6a. That means sharper images than before, though the colors in Pixel 7a photos continue to have dark, cooler tones. Still, the Pixel 7a excels at low-light photos, and it holds its own against any camera phone. Performance. The Pixel 7a's Tensor G2 silicon matches what the Pixel 7 offered. And while raw power ends the story with Google's Tensor chips, the Pixel 7a's Tensor G2 does outperform the Exynos 1380 inside the Galaxy A54 on all benchmarks. Instead, this Tensor chip focuses on AI-powered features, and you'll find those in abundance, including support for Google's Photo Unblur feature, call management tools, and on-the-fly dictation. Battery life. The Pixel 7a boasts a much improved battery life from its predecessors, lasting 10 hours and 5 minutes on our battery test. That's just ahead of the average smartphone. One caveat: we got that time by turning off the display's fast refresh rate.
Number 2 of my list.
Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. Samsung's premium phone impressed us throughout 2023, but now it's the Galaxy S24's turn to shine. Based on our Galaxy S24 Ultra hands-on time, we're expecting the new phone to improve upon its predecessor in most ways. We'll see if testing reflects that. In the meantime, here's what we thought of the S23 Ultra. Cameras. By far, the most significant addition to the Galaxy S23 Ultra is its 200MP camera, which gives you greater flexibility in capturing shots, as you can shoot at full resolution and crop in for more detail or combine multiple pixels into one for brighter images. The powerful telephoto lens setup returns, putting the S23 Ultra ahead of other phones when it comes to zoom. Samsung has also improved low-light photo features, though other phones continue to beat the S23 Ultra in that area. Performance. The iPhone remains the overall performance champ, but the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 powering the Galaxy S23 Ultra closed the gap significantly, at least until the A17 Pro came along. Samsung's phone even managed to best the iPhone on some graphics tests. This is the best performing Android phone we've tested. Battery life. It's not just performance that benefits from the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. The chipset's improved power efficiency helps the Galaxy S23 Ultra last a long time on a charge, nearly 12.5 hours on our battery test. That's not as long as the iPhone 14 Pro Max, but it's still an outstanding time that translates to all-day battery life and then some.
And number 1.
iPhone 15 Pro Max. The iPhone 15 Pro Max is the best iPhone we've tested, and that's because it has everything you could want in a flagship. The design has been made lighter and more premium with titanium sides, the chipset's more powerful than ever, and so's the camera array. Apple has roared back to capture the spore for best phone with the iPhone 15 Pro Max, a mobile device that delivers on all fronts. Cameras. iPhones live and die by their cameras, and the telephoto lens on the iPhone 15 Pro Max is a big improvement thanks to its 5x zoom capabilities. Its low-light performance is pretty spectacular too. That said, it's still no match for the Galaxy S23 Ultra when it comes to getting close to a subject. Performance. Though Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip helped some Android phones narrow the performance gap with the iPhone 14 Pro, the A17 Pro chipset powering the iPhone 15 Pro Max is the fastest mobile chip we've tested. You'll notice the extra oomph when you're performing everyday tasks and switching between apps.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.